To whomever this finds, the following recording is to stay confidential. So for your safety, keep what you are about to hear to yourself. My name is Agent V, log 678. I am a CPA special operative from Squadron Andromeda, and I was recently abducted by the galaxy's #1 most wanted, Krutch Fitzhudson. I am being held in a labyrinthine structure with no obvious exit. I have been here for about 4 months now, without any contact with the outside world. The maze appears to be mapped out in a geometric octagon rather than the typical square, and every couple of feet there is a door, though most appear to be locked. I have yet to go through any of them, however. That is the reason I am recording today after a strenuous recess. I almost forgot how to record properly. I suppose even the brain is a muscle. Anyway, there are dark scuffs on the floor before it, like someone else has continuously gone through it before. The hinges squeaked last time I opened it, which could suggest frequent use in the past. The door itself is unassuming, made from what I would guess is earth and oak, though I could be wrong. The wood is marred along the edges, like nails continuously raked over it. Unnerving. The handle is Orion Platinum, supposedly mined from the belt. Nice place most of the year. I wonder how Agent R is doing. He's from around there. However, Orion Platinum is quite expensive. That means whoever bought it had to have access to large amounts of money. I wonder if once I get out of here, we could trace the shipment back to Krutch. That would solve so many of our problems. Starting off, I step into a long and narrow corridor, maybe about 5 feet in width and 6 feet in height. Luckily, I have never been a very large person, especially not recently. Food has been minimal in this maze, especially since I lost my companion. They wandered into one of these doors, and I have not seen them since. Nor has there been much food either. Food was typically left 2 times a day, when I wake up and when I get back to wherever I decide to rest for the night, usually consisting of fruit from various solar systems. Unfortunately, one thing I receive most often is peaches. I hate peaches. The walls of the hall are an off-white, with a more bluish hue, and the carpet is grey. It is surprisingly well lit by LED lights along the walls. It must be earthen design. Can't say I ever appreciated the damn LEDs back on Earth. Always gave me a headache. Maybe that's why I always loved being on the ship with the crew. They always built the ships to cater to all life forms, so the lights were always dim enough for us all to get by. I just stepped into a large room, covered in peeling, similarly blue-white wallpaper. This room has not seen use in many months. And there is a small table in the middle. It has a thin layer of dust on it, with a large handprint. Human. Looking closer, the fingerprint suggests that someone may have been in here recently. However, judging by how faded it is, probably just in the last month or so. Making assumptions will get me nowhere, though. There is something underneath the wallpaper. Aha! There are doors underneath. Huh. Never thought I'd be so frustrated to see more doors. Two of them have claw marks on the drywall beside it, and the third doesn't. It looks pristine, actually. Odd. You'd have thought it would have sustained some form of wear. It's unlocked. Behind the pristine door is a long dark hall, not very well lit, but I can see well enough. Another room. Damn. I'm going to stop recording for now. If I find something interesting, I'll resume. Log 678. Continued. After a series of long rooms, much to my annoyance, I finally found something interesting. The room I'm currently in has a large tarp draped over one wall. I've already looked behind it and attempted to pull it off of the wall, to no avail. This is frustrating. I've come all this way. Well, I can't give up now. The tarp doesn't have much of note. Maybe it has blacklight ink. I don't have my UV light on me. The one time I might have actually needed it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll see if I can get it later. For now, maybe it has nothing to do with the tarp. The captain used to put us all through escape rooms during training. He'd often use diversions, such as an oddly placed can or a running faucet, to try and waste our time. Maybe this is like that. Maybe I missed something along the way. Nothing. Nothing. No. Wait. This picture looks awfully familiar. Where have I seen it before? January 3rd, 1723. Snow day on Earth. I remember now. It was S's birthday, and all she wanted was to go back to Earth and play in the snow. The captain had almost completely refused, but the crew and I managed to convince him. She was so happy that day. It was only 2 months later that she was kidnapped. Maybe I'll keep this. Just as something to get out of this hellhole. Well, that's not nothing. I'm going to keep moving. These halls all look the same. I wonder who built them. More importantly, why do they want to drive a person insane? I hadn't noticed before. I must have been distracted. But there are cameras every couple of feet. I don't think they're on, but even the fact that they're here is alarming. Someone has been waiting for me to find this hallway, and I think they were growing tired of being patient. Why are they here if this room doesn't have anything? Unless it does, and I'm just too out of it to notice. I'm at a crossroads. I think I came from the left, so I'm going to go straight ahead this time. This hall looks the same as the last couple, but what are these photos? They're all of me and the crew. Ugh, I just felt all the hairs on my neck stand up. This is getting creepy. Why is he doing all of this? I've been pondering this for weeks now, but I can't come up with a logical answer. I'm not the most strategic to take. That would be either the captain. I'm not the strongest. That would be Q. Thinking about it makes my head spin. It just makes me curious. The man is a genius. I mean, this place is brilliant. A pain, but brilliant. Mapping out an entire maze just for some sadistic fun takes dedication. And I hate to admit it, but I do admire that in him. Reminds me of myself in some ways. This room is larger than the other, with nothing but a projector in the middle. Maybe that's what I was missing with the top. Now I should have everything I need. If this projects anything useful onto the top, then I should have some starting point on how to get out of here. It would be wonderful to have anything to show that I am making some progress. I've been in here for too long already. I'm sure the captain has found a replacement for me. As much as that thought hurts, I have to accept that as fact. I can only hope that they're not as good as I was. I'm back in the room. Okay, here goes nothing. Stars. What does this have to do with... What was that? The lights have all gone out. Stay calm, V. Don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic. What? Who's there? Show yourself. I am armed, and I will not hesitate to protect myself. Damn it. I am warning you. Reveal yourself now, or I will shoot. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah! Ah! Well, that was unexpected. What was that thing? Probably not a pretty thing, to say the least. It got me pretty good, though. God, I hope whatever it was wasn't venomous. There. Good enough. The lights are back up again. What? The thing is gone. I am positive I hit it. What the hell? Whatever. I am not sticking around. I'll talk while I walk. What the wall said before everything blacked out was, "The exit of which you seek is at the edge of the maze, hardly for the scared and meek." Ugh, I hate rhymes. But it looks like Krutch gets a kick out of giving me things I hate. I wonder what that means. I'm fairly certain that at this point I have been to every corner of this maze at least once. I drew up a rough map of what I think it looks like, but I am not sure it is entirely accurate. I know how difficult it is to map something out without actually being able to see it. Q rants about it all the time. I miss them. I'll get back to them. All of them. I have to. Okay, I'm back in the first room again. The one with the table. Whew. That was not what I wanted to do today. At least this room is familiar. It's odd how something so foreign can become so familiar. Never mind. There are the other two rooms, the ones with the scratches and the drywall near them. Maybe there's something in there that would be helpful. Something that is more of a hint. Well, that's ominous. There is a very long, very dark hall before me. There is one light at the end of it, but nothing else is lit up. It's fine, V. You can do this. You can do this. Here goes nothing, I guess. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. There's a single overhead bulb here. Thank the stars. However, there seems like there might be more ahead. Screw it. I'll never get out of here if I don't take risks. So dark. So dark. So dark. So... Ah! Stars. I don't like this. I can barely see anything. Wait a minute. This is a crossroads. How cliché. I can't really see anything in either hall. I don't know which way to go. I mean, one way is lighter than the other. But what if he's just trying to lead me astray? I think I'm going to sign off for today. I'll record again in the morning to document any progress I make. So for now, this is Agent V, signing off.
Well, Agent V. I suppose you're finally figuring things out. A shame your fear will inhibit your progress. I wonder how long you'll take. My beasts are getting hungry and I am getting bored. I suppose only time will tell. Good luck, Agent V, and I hope we will meet face to face soon.